Hi guys, good evening and welcome back. So in continuation with HashMap, so we will try to explore a few more things today. So it is like now, so last in the last session, we have seen how to insert the values, how to add the values into the HashMap. So we created a HashMap and we added the values and we have seen some of the methods which are available in the HashMap, like for example size and for example get and all. So like today we'll try to iterate through each and every key value pair, guys. So that is one of the major thing. So when it comes to the programming things and when it comes to interviews also, which is very important to iterate through the hash map. Okay, so because based on that only you can build the logic. If you start iterating each and every key and each and every value, so then you can really apply some good logics and to solve some of the real-time problems. So we'll try to iterate how to iterate through the array, I mean sorry, hash map. Okay, so let us first write for each loop. One second, guys. So let me write for each loop. So there is a method called so map dot. So there is a method called entry set. Okay, so this will give me the entry set. So basically, like each and every iteration, it will supply that key value, whatever the key and whatever the value is there. So that it will provide. So that I want to store it in the entry type of a variable. Okay, so this entry is also coming from the map, so we have to import that. So that I'll tell you. And what is the type of this entry? String comma integer, same, right? So that is what the map, so that we are trying to iterate. So you have to save it like this. So then you have to import this entry from java.util.map, and I have to continue with the looping statement now. So now I'll explain one more time. Map.entry_set. So this will give me the each and every iteration. It will give me first one. I mean, anyway, it is not having any insertion order, right? So it will give me like one after the another in any order. So there is no order restriction here. So it will be like supplying one by one. So until this size, whatever the values are there, dynamically it will supply this one. So in order to capture those values, we have to have an entry type of a variable, so which is of type string and integer. So and this is the variable name. So inside this, so this is what we have to do it. So let us try to print it. Okay. And inside that, so using this entry variable dot, so there is a method called get key. Okay, so this will give me that particular whatever the value it has supplied, so that particular key it will provide me. So I'll put some space to differentiate it. And again, entry dot, there is one more method called get value. Yes, guys. So this will give me each and every iteration, whatever the key and whatever the value. If I just execute it, so it will print all the key values one by one. So whenever you want to work with the hash map, so this kind of an iteration is very important, guys. See, guys, first it has given the null as the key and double two 200. So this value it has supplied, and again Alex came. So where is Alex? Alex and 1001. So this is the value. And Bran null. So Bran null is there. And Steve null, Peter 1000, Peter 1000, and Jan 1003. Jan 1003. So all the values it has given here, and we have printed here. So now the question is, like, how do we build the logic on top of this? So say for example there is a string. So let me take a string over here. So which this kind of questions are asked in real time interviews, guys. So don't skip this one. So pay attention fully. Say for example India is a great country. Okay, assume. So this is one string which is having I two times and a multiple times. A is there, one two three and etc. So say for example here we want to count. So there will be an interview question like count the character occurrence of an each string. I mean character occurrence of this particular string, how many characters occurred how many times. So that is what we have to find out. So using the hash map we can find it out very easily. So that we have to, we'll try to understand how we can build the logic on top of it. And also like you have to remove the spaces. So while iterating through the hash map, so space is also considered as a character. So it will give me that is also one character. Okay, so we'll try to do that one, how to do that one and all. So how to do this one? So for example, let me write an one for loop, like before going to do that, so let me define one map which is equal to character and integer, correct. So I want to count the character occurrence in this particular string. So I'll give you map to and new hash map and character and integer. Fine. So now I'll iterate this string and first of all I'll convert this string into the char array. So it will supply each and every character into this for loop. So by adding that character into the hash map, I'll check before adding if it is already exist. So then I'll increment the value by 1. If it is not exist, I'll just add value as 1. So let me show you how to do that. First let me convert this as to char array. One method is there, so this will provide the char array. So the character which is supplying to the C. Okay, so now inside this loop I need to check if, okay, so C map 2 dot contains. So this is also one more method. If map 2 dot contains of C. Okay, so if this map 2 is having a key called C, whatever the value it is getting supplied, so it will return me true, else it will return me false. Okay, if it is already exist in the map, so then what I want to do is like map 2 dot put. So here just I want to insert the value, and to get the value, what is the uh, method, guys? Map to dot get of C, and I need to increment the value by 1. So that's all. Else what I should do, just insert the values, that's all. Map to dot put whatever the value, C is the value, C is the key, and value will be 1. So that's all. So now if I print map to, so it will give me the character occurrence of that particular string. Okay, map to. Again, how to iterate with map to. So the above logic you can apply it. So here space, I told you right earlier, space is also considered as a character. So space occurred 4 times, A occurred 3 times, C occurred 1 time, D occurred 1 time, E occurred 1 time, I and N occurred 2 times, R occurred 2 times, T occurred 2 times. So now I want to remove the space. How do we remove the space? Okay, so here we can put like uh, map dot uh, uh, map to dot there is a method, say for example C. Okay, C is not equal to null. Okay, so in this case only this loop should this get. Once again guys, the character, the operator not equal to is not different for the parameter argument character. So once again dot C dot, there is a method called equals. So not sure the methods are not correct. Okay, so if I want to remove the spaces, I can do one more thing also guys. So I think that will also work fine. So what I'll do is I'll make this as s1, and let me take one more string s is equal to s1 dot replace all. So here what I should replace, space with nothing, right? That's all. So this will replace the string and it will give me the actual string, and the actual string will be processed. And now if you look at, there is no space in this one. So here I am able to see whatever, how many characters occurred how many times. So this kind of a questions will be usually asked in the kind of interviews. So that and all, like you should be very careful. So you have to build kind of a logic. So you have to think through it and you have to build it, guys. So that you have to do it. So I hope you got this thing. So we'll continue further on HashMap, like how HashMap works internally and all. So we'll take it in the next session, guys. So if you like my content, please hit the like button and share, subscribe to my channel, guys. Please let me know if you have any concerns in the comments down below, and please don't forget to subscribe so that you will get notifications, guys. So thank you so very much.